Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1 Phathead, Cande Roth. We're looking at a gorgeous day, really. I mean, we start out with a frost. Yeah, you might have a little on the car. There's definitely some on the grass. But we warm up to about 53, 54. That's good for this time of year.
That
Sunny.
is good. That's about as warm as it was yesterday. It was quite nice, yeah.
Oh, it was. It got a little breezy in the afternoon. But yeah, it was.
It was breezy
nice.
while I was walking Tilly. I made dinner last night and it was a success. Mock it down.
Whoa! What did we have?
I went to the store. I got tuna steaks, which I haven't had in I don't know how long. I love tuna. And I made that, and I made like these potatoes with the Parmesan cheese that, gets on them crusty. It was a success. Do you hear me over there? Success.
Now, the last time you created something, it did not go over very well.
No, it did not. So mark this one down.
Yeah, tuna steaks.
Yeah.
Now so is that like when you go to a restaurant and you order like ahi tuna, like that kind of thing? Like
Yes, it's cooked. This
Right,
was
but-
yellowfin.
But so it's not like raw in the middle. You know how those like tuna.
I don't like them like that, so
Okay.
I made it medium, but it could have been a little rarer for those
Okay.
that like it. That's the way it's really supposed to be.
All right, so you got the tuna steak, the Parmesan roasted potatoes.
Yes. I hit one out of the ballpark. Thank you.
It's-
Mark it down.
Now, do you have a glass of water, a glass of wine? What are you having with that? Soda? What are we doing?
Yesterday, I actually had Diet Pepsi, which I rarely do.
I'm a Diet
And
Coke
it tasted.
person.
Can I tell you? What?
Yeah.
It tasted so good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you take that first cold sip, and it's like, oh, I've missed you, my old friend.
Now, if I go to a restaurant or wherever and all they have is Pepsi, I will have the Diet Pepsi. But I have to tell you, Cande, there's no choice for me. It's Diet Coke.
I hear
all the
you.
way.
Ellen feels the same way, my best friend. I do not. I like Pepsi.
All right.
To each his own.
No, and that's fine. But you do agree there is a taste difference between the two.
There is a taste difference, and I prefer the Pepsi. But
Yeah.
Ellen, Diet Coke addict, you. So hey, that's why they're both out there.
I'm happy to say my family is all Diet Coke loyal. My parents, my sisters. I mean, it's
Diet Coke is your. Well, it's Diet Pepsi over here.
Now, I have to remember for Thanksgiving, when I go over to Dina's house, I need to bring some half and half.
Oh, you're so annoying.
No,
Would
because
it kill you to have a cup of coffee with just milk in it?
yes, it would. It might actually. No, for a
All
couple.
right.
Well, for a couple of reasons. One of them is I don't necessarily have a milk or lactose problem, but milk doesn't sit great at times. Sit great with me.
Half and half does.
Well, that's a different thing. We're talking about two different things. How does milk sit with you, and also how do you feel about it in your coffee? Milk doesn't give enough.
Cream.
Yeah, cream. It doesn't make the coffee taste good enough.
Now,
I
what
need
do,
half
what
and
do
half.
you bring? Oh, half and half. Real half and half.
Yes.
I like that, but I don't buy it. I would have it if someone offered it to me. But milk is fine with me. Not skim, not 2% whole milk in my coffee. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Bring
bring
your own, though. All right. Well, if that's the way you roll.
No, but I'll bring enough for everybody. I'm going to have a cup of coffee after dinner. I will bring half and half. That'll be... So here's what we're doing.
That's your contribution.
Dana is making mashed potatoes again like last year.
Lovely.
She is making a brownie cake and a crumb cake like last year.
Lovely.
And I will bring some half and half.
Well, I think... What about flowers? Ever think of flowers? Ever think of a nice bottle of wine?
No. So, first of all, my mother can't handle flowers like allergies
I'm sorry
and
to
smell.
hear that.
Yeah, and all that stuff. She doesn't necessarily love that. And Dina, there'll be a lot of people there. I don't know who. Not everyone loves the smell of flowers, and I don't know. I'm not.
I love to receive them, and I love to give them.
Yeah, it's a nice gesture. I love flowers. I'm not against flowers. But always in my family, even with Dana, like the smell and allergies and stuff. Like I feel
Was
like
that something that attracted? She doesn't like flowers like my mother. She can't take it. She's a little allergic. She's like my mother.
Don't do
Huh?
a therapy session
Huh?
on me.
What about that?
Don't you do a therapy on me. Don't do it. It's not cool, Candy. Not
All
cool.
right, just showing you a little something.
It does save us a lot of money not having to buy flowers.
Because I almost bought some for myself yesterday.
Yeah, I can understand that. Does Brian ever bring flowers home to you?
Yes, he does. He'll surprise me often, and I love it.
Often? Give me how often is often?
I would say about 6 weeks ago.
Okay.
I would say during the year, maybe 4 or 5 times a year. Just out of the
Okay.
blue, not for like my birthday or something like that.
See, I wouldn't call that often. I'd call that every once in a while.
It's often throughout the year for no reason. Yes.
All right, I'll give you that. I'm
I'm
not going
happy
to listen.
with that.
I support everything
And it's
going on in
always
that
fun
household.
to be. You better watch yourself.
I
Um,
support you. I do.
It's nice to be surprised with a nice bouquet of roses or something like that.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're, everything's
And I'm
going well
glad
over
you
there.
met a woman like your mom, got married, and here you are with 3 kids. Very happy for you.
I don't get the same medical advice from Dana.
No, that's true, but she could advise you on plenty of other things.
That's true. Yeah, boy, this is really taking a turn this
Yeah,
morning.
it hurts your head, as it
Yeah,
should.
yeah. Really got a lot to think about now.
You do.
Candy, we always like to start with a interesting story. How about this one? There was a cargo plane that took off from JFK last week. It had animals on it that were going to Belgium. One of the animals, a horse, broke out of the stall on the plane and was running around on the cargo plane.
Now, this is a cargo plane, so there are no passengers.
There's no passengers.
And really, how big a plane was it?
A cargo plane, which is set up to take either a lot of packages or animals or whatever. I mean, to fly something overseas, it's a big plane. It's a jumbo jet.
Couldn't they corral the little horsey?
They tried, and after lots of trying, the pilot called into air traffic control, said, "We're turning around, and please make a veterinarian available upon landing."
Because the horse could get very hurt.
Yes, the horse, the pilot said, was in difficulty.
Yeah.
Unclear what happened to the horse, if, he was, or she was, right, or I don't know if it was a girl or a boy or whatever, but if the animal was okay or had to be put down, I don't know. It didn't say.
Very sad, because they could really hurt themselves doing something like that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm glad that didn't happen on a commercial flight.
Yeah, no. You can't put up. Hold on.
Can you control your horse, lady?
Horses aren't going on commercial flights.
I know that.
Not happening. That would be some therapy pet, to bring on board. Since we're talking about it, I completely forgot about this. I meant to bring it up. When we were away at Mohegan over the weekend, there were so many people, and this has been happening as we've been going there lately. This has been happening more and more people with dogs. And yes, there are some that are official service dogs, but more and more people with their little dogs.
So you're telling me Mohegan Sun accepts dogs?
It's not, no, you're not supposed to. But from what I understand, I was talking to someone about it. It's a couple of $100 and not that difficult to go online and get a like a document, like a
We've
like a
been
service.
talking about this because this
Yeah,
is something that holds us back from traveling right now because we love our
exactly.
babies so much.
Exactly. I kid you not, somebody was walking around that hotel with a Great Dane, Candy.
Ooh,
Okay?
wow.
Yeah. So it's not just the real service animals that this should be for, to help people with PTSD and all this. There's regular people with their animals, and apparently, I'm assuming they have that certificate that allows them to go places. It's like a new
Yeah,
thing.
I think
Yeah.
I have to get that. Absolutely. We've been
Yeah.
talking about that. And then I'll be, next time you're at Mohegan Sun.
I turn around, I hear someone yelling at me from behind.
Yes,
Oh,
you better be
fathead!
very, very careful now.
There's Tilly running up to me. All right, Candy, we got a lot to get to. I'm gonna change your whole thought on grunge and Nirvana and the '90s. We will get to that. A
I
small
love Nirvana.
a small little tidbit that will change your whole outlook on it. I think you'll find it interesting.
Uh-oh.
We will talk about the new trend in kitchens now. Okay?
Okay.
You're going to want to hear this. I find it very interesting. And your next Bald and the Beautiful Entertainment up about 8:12. Got a nice day. We go from frost to about 53, 54, and sunshine. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Candy in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.